Okay, so today I want to have a quick talk about five different main steps or stages of a detox journey. Now, a detox journey is going to be different for everyone. It depends on the level of intoxication and level of toxicity of your system. And if your system has a lot of toxicity, if, for example, you can imagine the case where you've been very far from detoxing for years, and maybe you're smoking tobacco, or you're drinking a bit of alcohol, or maybe a bit more than a bit. You have gluten on a regular basis. You have refined sugar, pasteurized dairy, and you know, pizzas and burgers. I mean, if you are at this level, maybe you want to maybe start by removing tobacco, alcohol, gluten, obviously, refined sugar, and try to minimize the burden on your digestive system by eating less junk food. So that would be kind of the first phase or stage of a detox journey. And then the second phase, after the structural work, the side preparation of the first one, the second one would be like maybe the when you are layering like the walls of your detox house. So maybe it's a phase where you start introducing vegetable juices, you start juicing, you start introducing more raw vegetable. And at this stage, you might you want to consider starting with fasting. Fasting is fantastic. You can do a bit of intermittent fasting, which is possible for everybody, or maybe a long-term fasting, depending on your needs. I mean, I've mentioned that already, but the easy way to start with intermittent fasting would be, for example, skipping breakfast every now and then, and shortening the window when you have food during the day. At this stage, also, what can be interesting is starting with having a bit of clay. Clay is a fantastic detoxifier. It is very good for removing toxins from your body. Then probably the next stage where you kind of start with you start getting a bit more serious with plant protocols, for instance. For example, this is the stage you'd be starting with deworming, which is very important. All the parasites, all the candida, and all the fungus in your body. So plant protocols for um, removing parasites, and maybe some psyllium husk to kind of try and cleanse the bowel walls in your body. And then comes another stage, which this is when you're going to start with more deep detoxing, because I mean there is a big difference between detox on one side and elimination on the other side. Elimination is you're eliminating through all your emunctories, like the colon, the skin, the lungs. So basically it's about releasing to the outside, outside of your body. Detoxing is something kind a bit different, because it's all about the inside of your cells that are cleansing themselves. So it's different. For example, in your colon, in your small intestines, in your mouth, this is still the outside of your body, the cell with the blood, the lymph, And this is all the inside of the body, and this is completely different. So my fourth stage here is the stage which is all about moving lymph, you know. And so having the lymph moving and the cells cleansing themselves, you know, because it can only go from the you'd start from the further outside and then to the more inside parts of your body. If I don't know if I'm making any sense, but um, for example, if you started, I mean, you do in a way, but I mean, if you started heavily detoxing from your cells before detoxing I mean, eliminating the waste everywhere, then you'd kind of run into some kind of catch-22 there, because I mean, I mean, if you start detoxing, the toxins have to have a free way out of your body. But if you're all completely accumulated and constipated, and your pores in your skin are completely um, uh, there's plenty of dead cells, dead skin cells, and you're not going to be able to eliminate properly. So first, what I really want to focus on here is that you need to clear the way um, for you the more in deep cleansing, if I'm making any sense, because you start removing the bulk first. I mean, especially, I mean, your colon is one of your main alimentary system organ. And so if your colon is completely full of waste and is not moving, you're not moving, there's no motility, then you're going to have a very hard time trying to detox further. So this is why you move in this direction. So and you have to kind of I mean, especially if you I mean, depending on the seriousness of your conditions, because I mean, if you have severe conditions, you might want to have to move faster, I mean. But for most people who start on a cleansing journey, I mean, you're there for the long haul. So you start slowly detoxing, and then going deeper into the cleansing. So this deep cell cleansing, it's all about taking some plants that are going to make you move your lymph. Also movement. If you move your body, you're going to start moving the lymph, and then this is how um, the toxins can get out of your cells, and then they get into the elimination system, which is your lymphatic system, you know. And this is the fourth stage. And the fifth stage is the emotional and spiritual detox, which goes even deeper. So this, there is definitely a progression between some detox, which is superficial in the beginning, and which is doing the structural work, the big work, and then it gets a little bit more subtle and deeper every time. There is an evolution of your cleansing. Another reason why it is very important to go this way, when you start detoxing, you really don't want to put your body under too much stress all of a sudden, because detoxing is going to put your body into a lot of stress. And if you're moving too much toxins, um, compared to the speed at which you can eliminate it from your body, you're going to be in trouble. You might experience muscle aches, pains, I mean, flu-like symptoms even. So it has to be gradual, you know. So it is an extremely interesting adventure. I mean, I know there is pain, there is pain and hope, and it's like being born again in a way. You know, when you go through all these stages, you know. So about it's all about taking responsibility and starting taking care of yourself, you know. So it's a fantastic adventure.